Angel here. So excited about today's video because who in the world has not given themselves an excuse to not get started? By a show of raise of hands, let me just see you raise your hand. I am including myself because I myself have been full of excuses more than I've been full of reasons to get started. So I hope that this video helps somebody. I'm going to give you guys 7 ways to eradicate your excuses, get over your pretty little selves, and start doing what it is that you know that you want to do. Number 1 is to execute on your ideas fast. I cannot express this enough. One of my favorite people on the planet, one of my mentors, often says that when you start to think long, you start to think wrong. And how many of us have thought ourselves out, I was about to say thunk ourselves, thought ourselves out of an idea before we even got started on it. And Dani Johnson, if you guys don't know who she is, just do a quick Google search. I love her to pieces. She mentions that excuses are just well planned out lies. And when you start to think long about a particular thing that you want to do, you start to just fill your mind with so many lies that, oh, it's not going to work. Somebody's not gonna like it, maybe I'm gonna fail. So the faster you take action, the faster you will get over your excuses, and you'll probably amaze yourself. Number 2 is X Factor. What is your X Factor? Remember that show that used to come on? I don't even know if it comes on anymore, but it's called the X Factor. Your X Factor translation, what is your purpose? What is the thing that you do the easiest with the least amount of effort? That is your X Factor. For myself, it's talking. I love to talk. That is something that comes so natural to me. Being able to help people with their problems, that's something that comes really, really easy to me. And it's always been like that since I was 12 years old. I've been telling people what to do. So discovering your X Factor will really help you eliminate all excuses and help you move on to the ideas that you know that you ultimately want to accomplish and to do. Number 3 is care less what other people think. I cannot express to you how many emails, how many messages I get from people that say, well, my mother doesn't like this idea, or my cousin doesn't like this idea, or what's my sister gonna think, or what's the cat and the dog gonna think. The more that you care less what other people think, the faster you will execute on your ideas and eliminate all excuses from your life. More often than not, if you are honest with yourself and you really dig deep and you think about the excuses that you've given yourself, I bet you many of us, I'm including myself, can point it back to a person that we thought was not going to approve of the idea that we wanted to do. So care less. I'm going to say that again. Care less. Don't give up what other people are going to think about you, honey, and you will be able to move past all of your excuses and execute on your ideas. Number 4 is underestimating yourself. Think about what you've already been able to accomplish. Oftentimes we can do something, we will accomplish a goal, and then we'll kind of fall back, and then we'll start to think about it, and we start to think ourselves out of it. Underestimating yourself really devalues who you are. And when you start to take action back to back to back, what you do is you build up some momentum, and you won't give yourself time to underestimate the things that you've already been able to accomplish. Number 5 is sacrifice some of those bad habits that you have. I know, Lord knows, trust me, your girl has been filled with some really bad habits that I have had to eradicate, eliminate, whatever, put them on the back burner, throw them away. Getting rid of some of those bad habits that used to hold me back. And I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself for getting rid of some of my bad excuses. And you too should pat yourself on the back for getting rid of some of your bad habits that you used to do. There has to be some kind of sacrifice. We can't do everything. All of our bad habits that keep us lazy, that keep us stuck, that keep us stagnant, and think that we're going to live productive and successful lives. It's just not gonna happen. And number 6, Everyone is not going to support you. You have to understand this. You don't need anybody's support. The only support that you really need if you're a female is the support of a good bra. You understand? That's really the only support that you need. Stop waiting for other people to get on board with your idea to support you. Trust and believe. The more you start to take action and the more you start to execute on your own ideas, people that you hoped, wished, and prayed that would support you in the past, trust me, they will come along to support you when they see you winning. That's just how it happens. That's just how it is, unfortunately / fortunately. Like I said, the only support that you really need is the support of a good bra and God. That's it. And for number 7, the last and final one is, this is huge, you guys. This is huge. If you just did this one alone, just forget all the rest of the 6. If you just did this one alone, you will start to see some changes in your life, and you'll start to see how you will begin to eliminate your excuses. And that is simply to speak more about the life that you want rather than the life that you don't want. Do a self-inventory. Think about the last time that you talked about everything that you don't want. I don't want a crappy man. I don't want this crappy job. I don't want this raggedy car that I'm driving. I don't want to live in this raggedy house. Like, think about what you're talking about and start to change that conversation and speak more about the life that you want. When you do that, you automatically eliminate the excuses, the reasons, the well thought out lies that we tell ourselves. The more that you speak about what it is that you want versus you speaking about what it is that you don't want. We've all heard this saying, what you speak about, you bring about. And that's just like a hidden universal secret that we probably should have been taught in school, but we weren't. This is personal development, and most personal development is not taught in schools, but you know, y'all know how I feel about traditional education. Anyway, guys, I hope this video has helped you. Make sure you put it on repeat if you need to listen to it again. Share it with a friend that you absolutely want to see win and succeed in life. Make sure that you guys are connected to me on Instagram, and I will see each and every one of you in the next video. I love each and every one of you guys from the bottom to the top.